Hi, I'm Dave with Bishop, and I'm here with Andy McNeil at Alpine Quest Sports in Edwards. They're the local Bishop dealer, and Andy's going to walk us through properly mounting the Bishop 2.0.
The first thing when mounting the Bishop 2.0 is to verify that the ski center line is the same on both skis. We do that by measuring from the back of the ski and verifying that the line is the exact same. The next step is to measure the total boot sole length. We do this by measuring from the toe to the heel, and as you can see, our number is 315 millimeters. We'll write that on our ski just so we can remember it in the future. After we get our boot sole length, we're going to take that and transfer it over to our paper jig for proper ski mounting. A trick is to cut out the little window to help you better see your ski center line. Using a punch or a nail, we're going to go ahead and dimple our holes with the jig. If you'd like added retention strength, you can add the optional holes. It is essential to make sure you use the proper depth when drilling. Today we're going to be using a step bit. If you don't have access to a step bit, a drill stop or in a pinch, marking tape around the drill bit is a great option. If you don't have access to a G3 or black diamond jig, your next step is to start drilling the holes. This next step is if you are using a G3 or black diamond jig. After you've located your dimples that you punched with the paper, you're going to take your square and draw a line. This ensures that you can see your holes through the jig. After the jig is properly fastened to the ski, take your drill and with consistent speed and pressure, drill your first two holes. Your next two holes are also going to line up with the holes you marked on the ski. Remove the jig and make sure your holes are flush with the ski. Next, slide the jig back so that the rear holes are lined up within the jig. Go ahead and securely fasten. With the jig now in place on the rear holes, again using consistent drill speed and pressure, now it's time to move to the heel. Just as with the toe, line up the square and mark your lines from the dimples you made with the paper jig. After you've gotten your lines drawn, you're going to need to drill each hole for the heel independently. Place the jig on the first hole, lining the line up with the first hole in the heel, and tighten firmly. With the jig in place, drill your first heel hole. Loosen the jig and slide it back to your second drawn line. Tighten the jig firmly. Drill your second hole. The holes for your Bishop 2.0 are now drilled. After your holes have been drilled, make sure to turn your ski upside down to remove any debris in the holes. Next, add binding glue to your holes to create a waterproof seal. Using a posi number 3 and the supplied plates with screws, hand tighten the plates to the ski. Now your ski is ready for the Bishop 2.0. To attach the binding to the mounting plates, you'll need the supplied Allen wrench. For the heel, take the small nut and slide it in from the back of the track. Put the heel on top, making sure the lock washer is still there. And using a machine screw, line it up and tighten down. Same thing, line the holes on the plate up with the holes on the binding. And tighten it down with the supplied machine screws and Allen wrench. Your Bishop 2.0 is now mounted. And ready to shred the North!
You gotta sling it low.